The value of time. In the bustling city of Eldoria, there lived a young man named Eric. He was known for his carefree attitude, always saying, "There's always tomorrow." He would delay his work, ignore his responsibilities, and spend hours on trivial things, believing he had all the time in the world. One day, Eric met an old clockmaker named Elias, who had been crafting timepieces for over 50 years. Elias noticed Eric's lazy ways and invited him into his shop. Inside, hundreds of clocks ticked in perfect harmony, each one representing a different life. Elias handed Eric a golden hourglass. This hourglass measures the time you have left in a single day, but be careful. Once the last grain falls, you cannot turn it back. Curious but doubtful, Eric took the hourglass home. The next morning, he decided to observe it. To his shock, the grains of sand fell much faster than he expected. Morning turned to noon in the blink of an eye. Noon became evening before he could accomplish anything. By nightfall, he realized he had wasted another day. Determined, Eric changed his ways. He woke early, worked hard, and cherished each moment. The more he valued time,